What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Rome and this is the Huawei Pura X Max, and we're back on this device simply because you guys keep leaving comments asking for me to test very specific things out, and as long as the comments warrant a full video, I'm gonna make it. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so we're back on the device again, and this is just basically what works and what doesn't work based on viewer comments, okay? So the first thing we're going to get into, I've gotten this comment a few times, and I'm sorry for leaving you hanging out there, my guy, but I just had no way to test it until recently, to where I try to figure out how to get it to work. But what I'm talking about is going to be FaceTime, or if you guys want to just put an umbrella over it, it could be just video call in general. So FaceTime specifically, for the guy that keeps leaving a comment, I did not forget about you. I just started working through the problem and I just forgot to respond, but I was working through it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and go in here, and I'm gonna get FaceTime set up, and then we'll come right back. Okay. All right. So as you can see, I do have FaceTime set up on here. I'm using the main display right now on this device. I just want you to see how it looks on the main display. I mean, not main, but cover display. And I have both devices muted, so that's why you're not hearing any audio from it, but it does work. For some reason, my Huawei camera is not showing up on the iPhone for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but it's not showing up. It does work in other apps like Instagram and things like that. I have tested it, but this is how it looks. And you can see my hand. Let me try not to cover the camera, but you can see how that looks. Okay. It's picking up both cameras over here, but just not over here. I don't know what that's about. But let's go ahead and open it up so you can see the screen real estate that you get. All right. So here we go. And there I am on the iPhone. For some reason, the quality is atrocious. I don't know what that's about. Both devices are on Wi-Fi. It looks much better when I test it on Instagram. But yeah, you can see that. You see how that looks. It works. So for my guy out there, I do apologize. I did not mean to leave you hanging, okay? But here we are, we're testing it for you, okay? So that's how that looks. And let me see if I can rotate it this way for you. That's how that looks. Everything looks nice, okay? And let's see if it'll let, yeah, full screen. Okay, yep, that's fine. So, yep, just want to show you how that works. But what I will do is just give me a moment. I just want to show you how it looks to do a fully functional video call on here, and I'm going to use Instagram for that. So just give me one moment. All right, so I have Instagram up on both devices. I don't know why the orientation looks weird on the Huawei. The Huawei is the one causing this. So just so you guys can see, the orientation does look kind of weird, but you can see that the quality itself overall is better. I hate seeing myself on so many cameras, but hey, here we are. But yeah, the quality is much better. I don't know what that's about, but keep in mind, the quality is going to be dialed down on Google Apps overall for some weird reason. I don't know what that's about. But and it may be because they're just not native on the device. They're sitting in a container in an easy abroad. So yeah, there we are. But I just want to show you guys that it does work. Okay. So another question that I got a few times actually is, how does AI behave on here? All right, so let's get AI going, and I'm just going to show you this is how it behaves. I've tested it a few times, and I've made really specific requests for it to talk to me in English. It'll answer and say, yes, I can talk to you in English. And then the very next question, it'll proceed to not talk to me in English. So here we go. Can you respond to me in English for the duration of this conversation?
Of course, I will use English to communicate with you for the rest of our conversation. Please let me know what I can help you with.
What is the weather like in Nashville, Tennessee?
I'm sorry, I don't have the most up-to-date weather information for Nashville, Tennessee. The data available to me is from June the 14th and 15th, which is no longer current. For the most accurate and timely forecast, I recommend checking a reliable online weather service or a local news source. They will provide you with
All
today's
right, so
conditions, including temperature,
that is
precipitation,
weird, actually. Let's pause that. Let's stop you from listening. So actually, I'm really surprised. I actually tried that request off of the cuff. I just wanted to see if it would respond to something. So what would happen is, so I'll just do the exact request that I did before just to show you how it behaves. So I did like that it did respond in English. I do appreciate that, even though it was unable to pull current weather for a different city and state that I was asking it for, which is weird that the weather information is so old. I don't know why it wouldn't just attempt to pull fresh weather information. But anyway, let's move on. Can you respond to me in English for the duration of this conversation?
Of course, I will continue to use English with you for the rest of our conversation. Please let me know what I can help you with.
Can you open the browser app to google.com?
对于这张图片的相关问
And you
题，
see that?
我
Like
无法
it,
回答，需要其
it,
他帮
it
助。
freaks out for some reason and resorts back to Chinese. I don't know what that's about, but the native browser app is on here, it's still installed. I've used it a few times actually. Let me see, let me show you. You can see I have a number of tabs open over here and, just using it to pull down wallpapers and things like that. So the app is installed on here. I'm just not sure what makes it freak out and resort back to Chinese. But I did like that it did the weather. But long story short, people, this AI companion on this device is, as far as talking to it and trying to hold a conversation with it, it just behaves really odd in the US. Okay. So just keep that in mind. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to test out another AI feature on here, and that's going to be in the gallery. All right. So just for example, we're just going to use my cat, and let's go into edit, and we're just going to do AI. Let's try AI, whatever. Let's remove something. So let's see. Let's remove that outlet and see how it behaves. So it's going to say service request failed, which is a very generic error. We don't, it just gives you no information. So what I like to do when I get pushback from the Huawei is I like to go into the phone and sign out of my Huawei account, because sometimes that will block me from doing certain things on the device itself. All right, so I'm logged out now. I'm going to go back into gallery and we're going to try to remove and see what happens. All right, so I've refreshed the app. I just like to test all of this stuff on camera for you guys so you can see the same thing that I'm seeing. Oh, it's going to make me log back in. So that wasn't the issue. It needs you to log in for the AI features to continue to not work. Yeah, see, I would feel like some of this stuff should be native on the device. You shouldn't have to log in and it shouldn't have to reach out and stuff like that, especially for stuff like this. I don't think so. But hey, we're here. I'm going to click on next feature. I'm just going to try a couple, just see if they work here, okay? All right, so it's making me pull down some AI models and stuff like that to the device. So we're going to let that pull down and then we'll see what happens. All right, so I just snapped up a quick photo real quick, just test out the expression. And it is not great. I don't use this a lot, but I'm glad you guys asked about it, okay? So I'm going to click on this and I took another photo and look what it does to my face. That is not what I was doing in that photo. And I'll just show you for example. See, yeah, it does not work the best, people. So I'm going to say that the AI itself is kind of weak. I don't know if it performs better in China, but it just does not do the greatest job. For some reason, it wants to open my mouth. And I don't know what kind of freaky stuff it has going on or whatever, but it does want to open my mouth for some weird reason. Like, really quick, I'll show you the other one, okay? Yeah, you could tell that even though I'm smiling, it some reason still wants to open my mouth. This phone is freaky. But yeah, I'm going to cancel out of that because I'm over it. Yeah, so you can tell that some of the AI stuff kind of works. But yeah, let's see if I want to blur my background or whatnot. Okay, so that works. I wish I could take that weird smile off my face. For some reason, it blurs the background, but the cutout is not the greatest around my face. And I don't know if that's because I already placed that AI over there or whatever, but some of the stuff works, some of it doesn't. All right, so yeah, the next thing, someone wanted me to show my Netflix playback specification on this device. Guys, you have to keep in mind that these are Google apps and they're sitting in a container. So I'm really thinking that it can't pull enough information from the device to properly tell what the playback specification is on the device. So I think it's defaulting to L3. That's what I believe. I'm not 100% on that, but that's what I believe. Okay. With that being said, let me turn the volume down so I don't get a ding on my channel. So with that being said, this does not impact the quality as much as I thought it would for it to have such a low playback specification qualification. Say that 2 times as fast. Goodness gracious. Videos still look really, really good on here. Just really beautiful. And here's the other thing I'm going to show you really quickly because and the reason I said that it's unable to pull that information back. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that looks really good. So the other reason I was saying that it is unable to pull the full information back from the device to tell what to play on here is, let me show you this really quickly. I'm going to pull up a video that I know for a fact is a 4K video. And what the device will do is it's going to go up to the highest specification that it can pull from the app itself. And I can go to advanced and see the highest that it can pull is 1080p. We know that this video is 4K, and I could pull up the same video on any other device and it would show 4K. It's unable to tell how high to play the video, what quality to play it at. So it defaults to that as your highest resolution. And so I'm going to go in here really quickly and I'm going to pull up YouTube in the browser and watch what it does. I'm going to go ahead and click on the cog and I'm going to go to quality, and you see how it has 2160, but it still does not have HDR up there. It just is unable to pull that information from the device, but you can tell that it gives you the option when you go through the browser. So that's an option for you if you really truly care about like getting the maximum amount of quality as possible as you can on this device. Then here we are. That's what we get. Okay. But while that does look beautiful, these Google apps are just not native on the device. They're sitting on a container, just outside of the device, kind of. It's hard to explain it, hard for me to explain it. But yeah, here we are. Beautiful display. Everything looks great. Yeah, so for the most part, that's going to be it on the video. I keep getting the same question. So if you made it this far, I really appreciate your patience, but just understand that while you can use Google Apps on this device in the US, I am in the US, people, okay? So for those of you that keep asking me, are you in the US? I am. And I've been testing the device. While I love it, I am fully aware that the device has a lot of shortcomings, okay? So that's why I haven't recommended it a single time to people out there. It's just, I cannot recommend this to people in the US. And that's because of the band, not the device itself. I mean, Huawei made an incredible device. This phone is incredible. It's just limited by the band. They have a lot of things placed on them that they just cannot do because it's against the law, so on and so forth. I'm not getting into all that, but just understand. I'm not blaming Huawei. I just really wish that we could fully take advantage of this hardware because it's incredible. It really is. This thing is packed. But yeah, I'm in the US. I'm on T-Mobile. No, there is no 5G on here. But yes, the signal is strong enough to get decent speeds to where you can browse your social media, watch videos while you're out and about, not on Wi-Fi. All of that stuff works here. Okay. All right. So like I said, keep it all coming. If there's anything you guys want to see on this device specifically, if it warrants a video, I will make it. Just like I said in the intro, I will make it. But if not, I'll try to respond to the comment. Okay. But I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Feel free to like and subscribe as it keeps helping me bring these devices to you guys. All right. So anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. All right. Later.